that what we achieved on Thursday night was simply historic. And we now have a duty to go out there to all those people that supported us, and indeed those that thought about supporting us but ultimately didn't, and say thank you for your support, thank you for putting your trust in Scottish Labour, and we do not take that trust lightly, and we get to work straight away to make sure a UK Labour government is delivering for Scotland, and we also get to work straight away to redouble our efforts to advocate for what the change will be come 2026.
Well, look, we have set out our first 6 steps for change. First thing we have done is we now have a Prime Minister that understands Scotland, cares about Scotland and wants to deliver for Scotland. We've not had that for 14 years. Secondly, we're going to get integrity, decency and honesty back into Downing Street. We've not had that for a very, very long time, and we can't downplay the significance of that. Third, we're going to get cracking on those first steps, which includes the New Deal for working people, which will give a pay rise to the lowest paid Scots, and GB Energy, that publicly owned energy company headquartered here in Scotland. But we're also going to reset devolution so it goes back to its founding principles, because what we will always do is work in the national interest. That means within our areas of agreement, of course we should work to deliver for the Scottish people. So we're going to reset devolution, take it back to those founding principles. We've seen for far too long conflict over cooperation, and ultimately it's the people of Scotland that have missed out. So we will always act in the national interest. We will always work together where we can to deliver for the Scottish people. But let's be really clear, we're not talking about a government that's a new government in Scotland. This is an SNP government that's been in charge for 17 years, and on their watch 1 in 6 Scots is on an NHS waiting list. So yes, we'll work together in the national interest to deliver for the people of Scotland, but I've always been clear, this is just stage 1 of the change. Stage 2 comes in 2026.